Our third and final guest is going to be Professor Vincenzo Campitelli. He's been a professor of Italian at the Busan University of Foreign Studies since 2006. He's also the Honorary Consul of the Italian Consul here in Busan. So he's doing a lot of work to help bridge the gap between Italians and Koreans. So without further ado, our third special guest, let's give a round of applause to Professor Vincenzo Campitelli.
Hello everybody. Buongiorno a tutti. 여러분 반갑습니다. 본조로는 그 이탈리아 인사말입니다. First of all, let me express my gratitude to 부산영어방송 for today's kind invitation. And I'm so honored to participate to this event with two great colleagues, such as Consul Daniel Gedert. We knew each other before coming here. And Professor Roy Alok, who, I tell you this, is one of the first people I met in Busan when I arrived to Busan Wede in 2006. So we knew each other since 2006. To be honest, 아이고 진짜 조금 힘들어요 지금. It's a little bit hard now because after listening two great speeches from my colleague, now I don't know if I can say something more original or interesting than my colleagues' words. But I will try my best. 아자 fighting. First of all, let me introduce something about myself. Okay, my name is Vincenzo Campitelli. I am Italian from Rome. 로마가 어디 있는지 아십니까? 어디? 이탈리아. 왜 로마 유명한지 알아요? 험하는 이유 때문에. 왜 로마는 유명합니까? 왜냐하면 무엇보다 먼저 제 고향입니다. Rome is the capital of Italy. 또한 옛날 고전 시대도 로마 제국의 수도입니다. I came here in 2006. First of all, to teach Italian language at the Busan University of Foreign Studies. Then, after 3 years, I started to teach Latin language. 라틴어 무엇인지 알아요? 네, 뭐예요? 라틴어 무엇이니까? 언어예요. 하지만 라틴어는 모두가 아는 바와 같이 이탈리아와 영어와 아주 다릅니다. 맞아요. 왜요? 왜냐하면 제 학생들은 라틴어를 공부하고 싶어하는 학생들이 저에게 무엇을 물어보는지 알고 싶습니까? 교수님, 우리는 혹시 라틴어를 배우면 어느 나라에서 라틴어를 사용할 수 있습니까?
Latin America?
라틴 아메리카 하면 확실히 스페인어와 포르투갈어 학부 교수님들이 많이 좋아하지 않겠습니다. 그래서 저는 이렇게 학생들한테 대답합니다. 아이고, 라틴어로 소통하고 싶으면 무엇보다 먼저 무엇이 필요하는지 알아요? 잘 모르겠습니다, 교수님. 무엇보다 먼저 타임머신이 필요했어요. 타임머신으로 고대 시대 돌아가고 그 다음에 마침내 라틴어로 소통할 수 있을 거예요. So when I started to teach Latin, I tried to learn Korean because I have to teach Latin in Korean, and I never studied Korean at school. I studied Korean on my own. 저는 혼자서 한국어를 배웠습니다. 아니요. 그래서 혼자서 배워서 아직 애기가 하는 것처럼 한국어를 합니다. I had to study Korean because when you teach an old language, a classical language such as Latin, you use many specific terms. 언어학적인 용어를 사용합니다. 예를 들어 동사 활용, 형용사, 부사, 소유격, 목적격, 혹격, 역격, 진짜 어려운 말이어서 제가 가끔 한자로도 써야 해서 조금 힘듭니다. So I still teach Italian and Latin. Then on 2015, I became Honorary Consul of Italy in Busan. So I help, first of all, the Italian embassy, the Italian residents in Busan, for any kind of a help. And at the same time, I try to make stronger the relations between Italy and Busan. For example, in these days, I'm working on a twinning project between Busan and Genova. Both of them have an important port. There are many similarities, many points in common. So this is, the moment, an ambitious project. And since March the 1st, I became Busan the Busan WD, Director of European and Central Asian Division of the International Office at the Busan University of Foreign Studies. So I try to establish cultural cooperation and academic projects with other universities. In these days, I'm working on 2 projects with Zurich University in Switzerland and Tel Aviv University in Israel. The question is Busan a global city? Well, if you consider we are living in the era of globalization, globalization shide, the answer is quite obvious. Yeah, we live in the era of globalization, so Busan is a global city, as well as many other cities of the world in which local communities and huge foreign communities coexist. And we are talking about Busan. We are talking about a modern city which, for importance, as you know, is the second city in Korea, one of the major in Asia for population, for foreign investments, so for economy, for culture, and also for foreign residents. And as you know, Busan also hosts foreign companies and important diplomatic missions, such as, for example, general and honorary consulates. And in this regard, Consul gedacht, and I know how true it is. Is that correct? Yes. Thank you. 감사합니다, 영사님. But what makes Busan a global city? What's the reason that Busan is a global city? In my opinion, what I said is not just a conceptual impression. It's not just a concept. I talk about my personal experience. What makes Busan a global city is, first of all, communication. I say communication for many reasons. First of all, because I'm professor. I'm professor of language. So language is communication. I can say that. 저는 한국어로 여러분에게 인사했습니다. 제가 게닥 영사님과 로이 알록 교수님보다 저는 한국어를 잘할 수 없습니다. 왜냐하면 혼자서 배웠습니다. 혼자서 배워서 문법적으로 잘하는 것은 요즘도 불가능합니다. 하지만 문법보다 제 생각에는 제일 중요한 개념은 소통입니다. 소통. 저는 자주 제 학생들한테 이렇게 알려줍니다. 학생들이 이탈리아어, 라틴어, 영어도 공부하면서 자주 이렇게 합니다. 아이고, 어려워, 어떡해. 제가 어떻게 대답하는지 알아요? 야, 칭칭거리지 마라. 문법보다 소통해봅시다. 심리적으로 아마 조금 어렵지만, 하지만 소통, 제일 중요한 것입니다. Busan, in my opinion, is a global city because in many places you go, for example, hospitals, public offices, any kind of shop, if you don't speak Korean, in a wide range of situations, you can survive. And believe me, this is very, very important. I also travel to Europe, I also travel to Asia, and in some cities, if you don't know the local language, it's not so easy. Communication is not so easy at all. Then, at the same time, Busan offers, many activities, many projects to foreign residents. And in this particular case, I'm grateful to Busan 국제교류재단 because they play an important role in Busan for foreigners to support activities, to support projects. At the beginning, when I came to Busan, after 2 months, I came to Busan 국제교류재단 to take information how to leave the city. Because at the beginning, I wanted to stay in Busan only for 2 years. 처음으로 부산에 올 때 저는 자신에게 이렇게 말했습니다. 재미있지만 저는 2년 후 다른 나라에서 다른 계획을 시작하고 싶습니다. 하지만 부산과 사랑에 빠졌습니다. 잠시만요. 찡! 하트를 만들었어요. Because I realized this is a city I can build projects, but I can also build my own life. I came here when I was 26. 26살일 때 가르치기를 시작했습니다. 부산에서. And I'm not Asian. For example, I don't come from an English-speaking country. I'm Italian. English, yeah, I can use English in any situation, but English is not my native language. I think in Italian. My blood is Italian. So I cannot use my native language, but it doesn't matter. I really think Busan is a global city because any place I go, I can communicate. So remember, if a city wants to be global, the first step should be communication. Make people who come to your country, who come to your city, try to help them to become Busan citizens. I don't want to say Busan citizens according to the passport or according to ID card. Becoming a citizen, first of all, is here, and then here. This is the reason I didn't move from Busan. And we say global city. I want to make just a little remark. Probably it's not just how I can say, too specific, but sometimes you use a global city, global activities, global projects, also global world. But in my opinion, there is another term we can use instead of global. 교수님, 왜 당신의 생각에는 우리는 global 형용사보다 다른 말을 사용해야 합니까? 왜냐하면 유럽에서 왔습니다. Because I come from Europe. And in Europe, I don't know in India or in the States it's the same, global is often associated to globalization. Globalization and the contrast between globalization, which is the process of interaction and integration of economies, politics, people, and governments worldwide, against the no global movement, which criticizes the globalization. This is politics. I don't want to talk about that. But when you mention to a European, global city, the European, even if he comes from Italy, from France, from Germany, from Northern Europe, always think, globalization, global against no global. So, in this case, my academic background is based on classical studies, so Latin and Greek. And I want to use a word, an English adjective, an English word, which comes from Greek. The word is cosmopolitan. In my opinion, cosmopolitan city sounds better than global city. Pay attention, I don't want to say global city is a wrong term. Semantically, we can accept, it's totally correct. But cosmopolitan is a word that comes from Greek, from cosmos, the world, and polites, which means citizen. We can become citizens of the world in Busan. So, Busan hosts the world. The world lives in Busan. The world lives in Busan. 부산은 세계의 고향이 될 수 있습니다. People who lives in Busan from any country can share their cultural backgrounds, cultural, religious, linguistic backgrounds, always respecting Korean national identity. Because we live in Korea. And Korean national identity, according to my point of view, as Italian man, is one of the strongest identities in Asia and worldwide. 감사합니다.
A big round of applause once again for Professor Cappotelli.